Hi, I'm going to New York tomorrow. I'll be leaving tomorrow morning, arrive in the evening in New York, and then leave New York the next day morning on a 10 a.m. flight. It sounds a little bit crazy, but I'm doing this to pick up something that I bought. So let me kind of take you guys through the journey of how I ended up doing this. I have been on the hunt for a very specific model of a record player for the longest time, and it's vintage, it's old, it's discontinued, it doesn't come out anymore. So there's only a finite amount of these out there in the wild. And this was not like a high-end model, so I think there was like some sort of mass production. If you actually put in a little bit of effort, you'll be able to find these models, especially on eBay, coming from Germany a lot. I think like when it comes to vintage items, if there's like multiple models, you need to know exactly what model, what year production you want. It's like what, like over 60 years old, so you need to have something that's working, and then obviously the price has to be right, and if it's in a good condition, then it's more than perfect. So to give you a little bit of background, I have been dealing with some international sellers on eBay, and the price was high, the shipping was high too, and it was just impossible to like work with these people because like some guy was like, I need you to transfer money to my bank account, and I was like, I don't do that shit. I need to go through eBay. And he was like, oh yeah, well, if I do have a PayPal account, but then like I have like a 5% seller's fee. And I was like, all right, then pay the 5% seller's fee. I mean, you're making like thousands of dollars on this product. If you want to make like a massive profit, like, you have to be willing to eat some cost. You can't just try to like not spend a penny and then make like a shitload of money. It just doesn't work that way. So, I mean, I've been dealing with one guy with that who was just like nickel and diming me, and I was like, I just can't do this. And I've been like dealing with some other people, and like like some parts are broken, or like they replaced like the original part, which I didn't want. And there's been a lot of transactions basically, and I was actually getting really exhausted on this search, so I was thinking about taking a break from looking for it. And then I just figured, oh, maybe someone has it on Craigslist. So here we are in Los Angeles, and I look up Los Angeles's Craigslist, and obviously no one has it. No one even has like anything similar. And then I was thinking, there's a lot of artists in New York, so maybe. And I look at New York's Craigslist, and lo and behold, there is the perfect product waiting for me. First of all, it was priced dirt cheap for what it's going for. Second of all, it was in great condition, and he had all the original pieces. He didn't like fuck around with the product. And third is like, it just seemed like it was really well taken care of, and like the way that he wrote the ad was, like he's not like a flipper. Like he really like cared for it, and he had it for 8 years. And I was like, oh man, like, this is amazing. So obviously, like, I'm like frantically emailing him because this ad was up like for 3 days. I'm like, hi, I'm writing you from my work email, just so you know I'm not crazy. Can you ship this to LA? And he was like, I don't feel comfortable shipping to LA because this is such a delicate piece. So I just want local buyers to buy it. I just need someone to pick it up locally. And I was like, all right, okay. He's like, I know that you seem pretty serious with this product because you're just spamming me like a crazy fucking lady. So why don't you put on a Zoom call and we'll talk it over. A Zoom call? Okay. I put on a Zoom call, and the next day we get on a call. And this guy's like really cool, like, like his vibes are cool. He's like a designer, so he really cares about aesthetics, time appropriate things, and he just really cares about the thing. And so basically I was interviewing to see if I was like the right next owner for the product. So he was like, yeah, like you seem pretty serious, and like I've done a lot of Craigslist, and I don't want like shady people coming in my house, or just like people who poke you for the sake of it, because it is like a rare piece. If you could somehow figure something out, it might work. And I was like, at first I was like, I'll fly out to New York and I'll pick it up from you. But it just seemed like he wanted to get it off his hands immediately, so I was like, all right, let me figure out a solution. So I hung up with him, and in the back of the head, I knew that I didn't know anyone in Brooklyn. All of my friends that are still in New York actually live in Manhattan. I was scrolling through my bird's Instagram, and then Rodney came to mind. So Rodney he has a song conure just like Mitsui. Rodney has like really cool vibes too. Like you just know, like he's like a pretty chill person. And I messaged Rodney. I was like, yo, Rodney, can we talk? Can we video chat? And he was like, what's up? And I was like, I have this item on Craigslist, and before I even finished my sentence, he was like, "Yeah, I'll go pick it up." So I actually was able to get Ronnie to help me and pick up the record player. So I'm going to New York, and I wanted to book my flight as soon as possible so I don't have to inconvenience Ronnie too much with that taking up too much space. So bottom line is I'm going out there to meet and hang out with Ronnie, pick up my record player, and then fly back home. Some people might think that this is a little bit too extravagant. The product price that was listed, I didn't haggle because it was already low, like very low compared to the street price and its condition. So you do that, and then I did ask Ronnie to kind of like invoice me on like the Uber and whatnot that costed him. And then like I bought Rodney a present and his bird a present too. And then my plane fare and my Airbnb and all my transportation fees all combined are still lower than what the going price is on the street. So I feel like I just like hit jackpot, and it's gonna be like a really fun experience, and it's just something that you can't really put a price on. So I'm really happy about what's happening, and hopefully this trip won't be disastrous, and I'll be back home with a beautiful record player and good memories too. I ordered a present for Rodney. Hopefully they don't screw up. I could take it to New York. I know he's gonna say no to it because he said no to a lot of things that I've offered. So I didn't want to get like a too expensive present, but I also didn't want to like go to like the far like low end. So I got him a HomePod mini. I think that's like the right amount. That's not like too much, and he could say okay too. So hopefully he'll be okay with it.
What is your name? Catalina. Okay. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Wrong way.
Flight 1163 to Salt Lake City. My name is Brianna. I'll be your flight leader on today's flight, assisted by 3 other Los Angeles-based flight attendants. It's our pleasure to take care of you today.
Oh my god, it's so hot, and I don't even remember any of the subway stations, so I'm just walking around.
Apple ID password.
Here you go.
I think it's this. Hold on, I will.
Okay, I'm at my Brooklyn Airbnb, but look at how steep these stairs are. Hi, sweetheart. Come here. Right there. Hi. Oh, you're so soft. This is my room. Hey, Cleo. Yep. Yep. You gonna come in? I dropped off my stuff earlier. Yes. This is my room. And this is what I came to New York for. Ta-da! Beautiful. Okay, so it's actually been really, really hot. I'm gonna actually try to go and wash up, and this room actually has a pretty nice view. Hello, I am back and I just washed my face, and we've come to a bit of a problem. So this is actually slightly, very slightly larger than the box I brought, because the measurements on the interwebs is actually inaccurate. So I actually cut up the box so I could just kind of tape the corners and enlarge this box slightly, and I'm having a little bit of a problem with these. And I would love to kind of just push them in so it could be like completely like flat, so it doesn't stick out and make the box bigger. Okay, I don't want to lose screws because they seem like they're originals, so I just want it slightly so we could push this in, and then when we get to LA we could just bring it right back out. Let's see. Alright, you go in and I'll see you later. Okay, this is much better. Alright, so now we have flat sides, which we can hopefully make a box. Alright, so next thing I'm gonna do is I brought some, this is my toiletry. I brought some trash bags. So we're gonna put the rubber player in the trash bag. I brought a rope, I brought some tape, other tape, and here's other tape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this up, and then I'm going to make a box around it, and then secure it with ropes and make a rope handle, and that way I could carry it a little bit better. Okay, actually it's starting to get really bright outside and my flight is at 10 a.m. but I do want to get to the airport early just in case TSA gives me trouble and I have to open up the box or whatnot. And this is kind of like a handle. It's actually pretty heavy. I'm really happy that this worked out. We still have the airport as a problem, and yeah, I want to hit the road before traffic builds up and it gets hot. So yesterday, oh my god, it was so hot. I was literally just like sweating nonstop. It was like Singapore yesterday. All right, before we go, I want to show you what the cat does. It's really cute. All right, good morning, Brooklyn. And here's my final results. We're just waiting for my lift to take me to the airport, and hopefully I can check in the luggage so I don't have to carry around too many things. And this is really heavy, but I guess I'll just figure something out. I'll just have to hand carry this. Wow, I can't actually believe that they let me pass through security with this without giving me any trouble. I was prepared to actually undo the box and ask them for tape, but they just let me through. So here we are at the gates, a little bit early, but I'm happy.